Check. All right, guys, we're getting ready to get started. If you can take your seats. All right, welcome everyone to tonight's ceremony. This is the Mercer County Technical School certificate ceremony. We are very proud to present the certificates for our shared time programs tonight. I just want to introduce myself. I'm Mr. Mumford. I am the principal at the Assunpink Center, and welcome again to this event tonight. Tonight is a special night as we celebrate our young adults. This is a monumentous event for them. Tonight is a special night because they are crossing over into a real-world scenario with something that most students don't go with. They're going to go with an industry value credential. They're going to go with a certificate. So they kind of have their leg up on society leaving Mercer County Technical School. So that in itself is an achievement. These young adults will receive certificates tonight. They'll get an opportunity to create an opportunity for themselves. And so we are very proud of them. And before I go into my long speech here tonight, I do want to recognize some people. Our school board members, if you can give them a round of applause. Mr. Pittman, our president, Mrs. Pamphili. And our superintendent of schools, Mr. Carey. Our assistant superintendent of schools, Dr. Powell. Our business administrator, Ms. Debbie Donnelly. You guys see Mr. Nash back there? You all know Mr. Nash. Give Mr. Nash a shout out. Mr. Ryan Hamer, Adult Evening School. You all know Mr. Orff. Mr. O'Gibney. And last but certainly not least, my counterpart, Ms. Conrad. At this time, I would like to bring to the microphone a person that is well respected for what he's doing for this district. His vision is immense, and he's allowing all of us to be the people that we are, and for that I can't thank him enough. But right now I'd like to bring up to the microphone our superintendent of schools, Mr. Carey.
Good evening. I always like to kind of start out with a little bit of a joke, but how lucky am I to have two principals like this that not only do such an amazing job, but I get to stand between them and I have these two pillars. You know, it's almost like if you watched Game of Thrones, you know how the kings and queens travel with their sentries next to them? I have these two guys always watching my back. So good evening, and welcome to this special event to recognize the program completion of our career technical students at Mercer County Technical Schools. Graduates, your journey over the past 2 years to earn a career-based credential in the field of your choice gives you lots of exciting options for the future. The job market for technical jobs has not been this good in many decades in our country. I cannot make you any promises for the future, but one thing I can guarantee is that change will be a part of your life forevermore. I'd like to share some thoughts about embracing change. Embracing change is the ability to learn to deal with uncertainty. Change is something that everybody fears. In fact, people resist change because they believe they will lose something of value or feel they will not be able to adapt to the new ways. The thought of making a life change can be so intimidating that even though you want to control your own destiny, you end up doing nothing or settling for less than you deserve, simply because you're so afraid of that change. This is a tragedy when you think about it. You have let fear stop you from living your life to the fullest potential. You will forever live with the haunting question of, What might have I achieved if I had not let fear get in the way? To ensure this doesn't happen to you, I'd like to share 7 tips to help you embrace the concept of change as you prepare for the next phase of your life after high school. They're not long, don't worry. 1, life is change, and change means life. The belief that most of us have adopted is that change is not a good thing. It's uncomfortable and potentially painful. Without a doubt, most of us naturally seek to avoid it, moving forward, not to look at change as punishment, but as an opportunity to grow, improve, and to learn new things. 2, accept the situation, but don't resign yourself to it. Acceptance of a situation that we currently find ourselves in is the first step to embracing change. Know where you are. To accept does not mean to resign ourselves to the way things are. We don't have to passively accept and behave like victims of circumstance. Acceptance requires courage, determination, and honesty. 3, see failure as something positive. I can't even tell you how many times I have failed in my 50 years on this earth. But yet here I stand today giving a speech in an auditorium to an amazing group of students and their families. Perhaps the greatest fear associated with change is the fear of failure. The only way to avoid that is to do nothing, not to take any action and live as a spectator. Making mistakes is part of the learning curve. This makes me think of the great inventor Albert Einstein, who famously said, "A ship is always safe at the shore, but that's not what it was built for." When we make mistakes, we learn from them. Then we make corrections and we improve ourselves. When we learned to walk, we made thousands of attempts and failed a similar number of times. But this didn't stop us from trying again and again and falling again and learning to get back up until once we got it. Certainly no one judged us when we weren't able to walk at first. Why not keep this same acceptance when faced with times when we fall in life? When we free ourselves of this emotional baggage, transformation can be made possible. Michael Jordan, arguably the greatest basketball player to ever play the game. I know some of you young guys would probably argue LeBron with me, but I am a Michael guy, okay? Michael Jordan had a career shooting percentage of 49.7%. This means that the greatest basketball player to ever play the game missed more shots than he took. Always remember that. 4, celebrate every little success. We are often quick to notice things that are not working or things that we're not able to do or can limit our progress. In fact, social media is very good at pointing out our flaws, right? But by celebrating every small victory each day, we can keep our motivation high. Every day there's something you can celebrate. 5, be responsible. We cannot change what happens in life or how others might behave towards us, but we can change our behavior in that response. Being responsible means to take back our ability to respond to events. Be patient. Sometimes we have to repeat a lesson again and again and again to pass the exam that life is sending us, and do what we need to do to be patient. Impatience is a reaction. Patience is a response. Patience is a muscle that needs to be exercised every day. Step outside your comfort zone. Number 7, and my last one. The comfort zone is that mental space where we take refuge. I love my comfort zone. Where we have this illusion of feeling protected and safe. To step out of our comfort zone and to let fear does not require radical change, but it does take a conscious effort. Wouldn't it be nice just to stay in that comfort zone all the time, every day? No. We have to get out of that zone. So in closing, I'd like to share a quote from our 44th President, Barack Obama. Change will not come if we wait for some other person, or if we wait for some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. So on behalf of the Board of Education, our county commissioners, I want to wish all of you the best in your future endeavors. It is my hope that the skills you have obtained here at Mercer County Technical Schools will lead to many grateful employment opportunities and a very bright future. And remember, be the change that you want to see in this world. Thank you. And now I'll turn it back over to Mr. Mumford.
Sorry, Matt, I had to move the microphone back up. Yeah. So he would have my head if I don't do this, so I'm going to do it because when I sat down, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to get a call tomorrow. Everyone, Mr. Warren. Mr. Warren is my counterpart. We do everything together. So Mr. Warren is my co-principal at the SciPec Center. And, you know, the fact that he's here tonight is showing support to me, and I'm so appreciative. So thank you, Mr. Warren. It is time now for us to start giving out certificates. And so I would like to start off with AED. We're going to introduce right now Ms. Conrad because our AED teacher couldn't be here tonight. And then we'll go through the program. Ms. Conrad, would you like to come to the microphone?
I have to pull the microphone down. It was up a little high. All right, so welcome everybody. I'm going to start with Architectural and Engineering Design class, Colin and Dreco. Aiden Feroz. Byron Galliano Lemus. Brandon Manini. Manindar Yalori. Now I'm going to turn it over to Miss Teresa Bradshaw to introduce her business technology class.
I think I'll keep the microphone where it's at. Good evening, family and friends. It gives me great honor to introduce the Business Technology program. I have some amazing students. Through the 2 years, they have worked in Microsoft applications, and 2 of them have passed the Microsoft certification exam for PowerPoint. And out of the 2, 1 of them have just become the state second place champion, so I'm really excited to introduce my class. Joshua Angelero, please come up. Samaya Kabir. Sharon Nwanko. Yesenia Pacheco. And Miss Alana Philanthrop. Now I would turn this over to Mr. Bird.
Good evening. I'm the instructor of the carpentry program here at Mercer County. To kind of hop on the coattails of Mr. Carey's speech, change. It's coming at you guys. At 40 years old, I changed careers. This is my first year teaching. This was not their first year in carpentry. I hope you guys learned as much as I did. It was an enjoyable experience, and I look forward to your futures. All right, without further ado, let's start this off. We have Gabriel Charbonneau, Dario DeYoung, Bruce Diebel, Anthony Dunn, Trevor Fisher, Isaiah Hellis, Aman Malik, Ronald McNulty, Ethan Perrine, Traquan Watson, and Aiden Woodhead. All right, now I'd like to welcome to the stage Mr. Pat Schroeder.
Oh, look, it's perfect height. I want to say good afternoon to everybody. All right. The first thing I'd like to do for everybody, congratulate all you students out there. It's been a long time coming. You did great. You got here. But I especially want to thank the parents. You made them get it. You made them do it. Congratulations to you, first off. All right. So the diesel class of 22-23, I have several students that couldn't make it tonight, so it'll be pretty short. All right, we have Mr. Cameron Brown. Going to transition, he's in process of hooking up with a local dealership. We have Mr. Tyler Brown, currently signed up to go to Mercer County Community College in the automotive program and transfer off to Rutgers. All right. Mr. Dante Diaz could not be here tonight. Mr. Conrack Fallis, okay, another student transferring off to Mercer County Community College, seeking an associate's degree. Mr. Patrick Gallagher could not be with us tonight. Mr. Nico Hawkins. Some of you may be familiar with Hawks Towing, another one of the great line of Hawks Towing children that have been through my program, and Hawks Towing has helped my program out tremendously over that last 15 years, 20 years. We also have Amber Kogler. She's off to the National Outdoor Leadership School, and I wish her well. A few other students that could not be here, Mr. Kevin Lancaster, Mr. Angel Sapone, Miss Victoria Shetman, and Mr. Jacob Silvestro, for whatever it is they couldn't make it tonight. Thank you. Congratulations, gang. At this time, our electrical instructor, Mr. Hamer, please come to the podium.
All right. This time last year, Mr. Orff came into my room and told me that they're going to be taking some students from another program, bring them to mine, and I said, no, thank you. He said, they'll see you in September. Success, Vinny and Jason. I'm really glad that Mr. Orff stuck up for you guys and told me I was taking you. Success, you worked real hard in the shop. No matter what was going on, you stayed on task. Vinny, you always made me laugh. I hope your dad's proud of you. I know he's an electrician also. Jason, everybody always asks about you. Mr. Fisk, or am I saying his name right? Kursk? Am I saying that right? From your last year? Jason, am I saying his name right? No, the other guy. Yes. Thank you. Okay? He always asks about you. Thank you for dragging that out. Mateo, you went to Bryan Electric. You left such an impression there that when you told me you were leaving, I think you had a panic attack. Mr. Nash gave me a call. He's, Hayner, you got to hook us up. Zach, you stepped right in there. So congratulations, guys. Couple students I just want to mention by name real quick. I know I'm dragging this out. Joe, Hunter, Anthony, Curtis, Lee. These are all guys that are out on CIE. A couple quick side notes on Hunter. I got an email over the summer from his mom, and it kind of blew my mind a little bit. He was showing up for work so early that they wanted to know who this guy was in the parking lot. I can't tell you how that made me feel. Just volumes about your character. Just Curtis, I know you made how many phone calls before you got that job? 13? 17. Come on, I mean, I don't do that. You bring that to the classroom. You make me look good. Thank you. Thank all of you. All right, now that I drug that out as long as I could, success, our cue. Vinny Bartoli, Matteo Bonafani, Nick Chetty, Zach D'Angelo, Jason Fredetta, Theo Frio, Joe Galambos, Michael Harris, Hunter Lance, Anthony Lima, Tyler McDonald, Joel Montalva, Rob Patterson, Curtis Rinus, Raphael Richardson, Damian Stampino, Lee Shank, and Aaron Williams. Guys, thank you. Like, call Mrs. Conrad.
Okay, this is for health occupations. Pascaline Ancra, Joanna Avila Lazaro, Jasmine De Leon, Reese Gallagher, Emily Guerrero, Perkiston Innocent, Carmelisa Jarbath, Karina Lazada, McKenna Malik, Shem Odame, Darlenas Rodriguez, Xavier Said, Alexandra Santos, Alexis Sabar, and Randy Venn. Now I'd like to introduce Mr. Geist to call out his HVAC students.
Hello. Hello, I'm Mr. Geis. I teach HVAC, which is heating and air conditioning. I am very proud of the students that I have to introduce today. I just want to say before I start reading the names that we had 100% of the class pass their industry required credential universally, so it's pretty awesome. That's called the EPA 608 for all of you that are interested. We also have 12 out of the 14 that are either currently working in the field or will be upon graduation. So I want to give them a round of applause for that too. All right, I'm going to get to the names now. Robert, or as he goes, Chase Agliata. He's currently working at Mrs. G's. We have a few that couldn't make it, so I'll mention them. Jason Brzezina, who couldn't be here today, currently working at Johnstone Supply. Louis Calzada, who is also not here today. Sam Cortina, not present today either. And Mark Granite, who is not present. He is working at Indoor Air Technologies. Next is Sean Kiefer. He will be starting at Mrs. G's in a couple weeks. Then we have Aiden Lely. He is currently working, at Central Jersey AC. Ryan McMullen, who is currently working at Reddings. Nick Nalaguari, he's going to be entering the Marines. Josue Sanchez, who couldn't be here tonight, he is currently working at Indoor Air, so give him a little round of applause. And then Brian Portillo, he's currently working at Hogan Securities. Plamen Vasev, who is currently working at Nastec Mechanical. Andrew Walsh, who is currently working at Nastec Mechanical as well. He was also our head of class. And Dylan Yeager, who is currently working at Reddings. Just one more, I gotta say how proud I am of all of these guys. They're gonna do great things, and I'm excited to see what's to come from them. All right, thank you. I'm gonna bring up Ms. Conrad again. Thank you.
Okay, this is for the medical office assistant class. We have Brianna Chaperone, Marley Sissy, Yesenia Diaz, Roxanne Excellent, Sony Camera, Hennessy Ortiz, Ruby Paramo Loha, Sariani Prophet, Karina Ramacharan, Sheila Sandoval, Odile Sar, Kyer Thomas, Rashida Hui, and Mila Young. And now I'd like to introduce Ms. Lisa Nolan from pre-nursing.
Hello. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for allowing us your time, your patience, your children, and thank you to the health classes, medical office assistant, health occupations, and pre-nursing for taking care of us. We're really an in-demand career, a respected career, and I expect all of you to keep that going. Take care of me. I'd like to talk to the pre-nursing class right now. We have a couple of people that couldn't be here tonight. Americus Dersanaville. But Jackie, you're here, Jacqueline Estrada. Kaylee couldn't join us, Kaylee Guaman. Ashley Loha. Evelyn Long. Ava Pihokin. Anthony Solaris. And Araceli Uguna. I'm so excited that the students in pre-nursing have shared with me, and I'd like to share with you what some of their future plans include. Nurses teach, and teachers nurse, okay? I want to share that Ava would like to do both, okay? Evelyn will be going into the military. If you ever need a flight nurse, you're in great hands. Anthony, Jackie. Okay? Kids are your thing. You'll be terrific at it. And babies, okay? Araceli, you're so looking forward to that, and I wish you luck. Of course, Ashley, another medical professional coming along. I hear you want to go into ultrasound. Thank you. Can you take a look at this thing on my leg? Congratulations to everyone in the class of 22-23.
Everybody's not 6'4", so I gotta. My assistant principal, she's 4'9". She tells me she's 5'2", but she's 4'9". I just want to say I am extremely proud of all of you. You guys you've made it, man. You've got to this point. This was something that really took a while for you to get to. You worked really hard this year. Some of our programs suffered a loss, and you guys kept going. You guys showed that you can persevere through tough times. So there's no doubt that you're going to persevere through what life has to offer you. I'm going to keep my speech as fast as possible, but I do have a few things that I want to say because I want to acknowledge these students, and I want to acknowledge the parents who believed in their students to get to this point. I know some of you are college bound, and I know some of you are not college bound, and you know what? That's okay. Don't let society tell you what you need to do. Don't let other people tell you what you need to do. You tell you what you need to do, and guess what? You have something now under your belt that you go out into this world with, that you have a plan B, a plan A, a plan C. You got it all. You don't have to work for someone else, because what you learned here, right here at Mercer County Technical School, will give you what you need to have a leg up on this society. So be very proud of yourselves. Be very proud of your teachers, because your teachers did an amazing job getting you to this point. But before I get into my speech, I want to say, let's give our parents a round of applause, because they deserve it. Parents, you sacrifice just as much as we do. You sacrifice just as much as your students do, your child. And so we want to recognize that. The Shared Time program is a unique program. It allows our students to build upon their aspirations and to work in various industries to meet their goals. The connection with Mr. Nash. Mr. Nash, stand up for a second. And the various CIE sites have allowed our students to get on-the-job training. The work our students have done has helped move our school forward and to give these students a leg up in the industry. The teachers do an amazing job. These teachers are amazing. These Shared Time teachers are, they're very good at their craft. They're industry professionals, and they made, and I'm gonna tell you a little bit about these teachers, because these teachers deserve a round of applause too, but not yet. I'm gonna tell you when. They deserve a round of applause because in the industry, these teachers that have decided to teach you can make six-figure salaries on their own somewhere else, doing something else. HVAC, $100,000+ a year. Diesel technology, $100,000+ a year. Carpentry, I don't need to go on. They chose to teach here at Mercer County Technical School. So they need a round of applause for that. It is their love for you that allows them to keep coming to work every single day to make sure you have what you need. They do an amazing job, and they advocate for their students and the best outcomes for their students. It is necessary for you all to go out into this world and make a difference. Please don't be a follower. Everyone is not college bound, and that's okay, as I said. Some of you are college bound, and that's also okay. However, whatever you choose, you will be successful at it. This is because you've proven your worth and your desire to be productive citizens. Without you, we wouldn't have anyone to fix our world. I know I just had an HVAC technician come out and to fix my mother's air conditioning system, central air system. $500 later, right, she has a working air conditioning system. So that's just an example of what you have to come, what's coming your way. Let's take a look back for a second. Let's think about who we are as individuals. Let's look at where we came from and where we're going. Let's look at what we've been through to get to where we are. See, it's not the bump in the road, it's not the problem, it's not the issue that you are facing that defines you as a person, but it is how you deal with that issue, how you deal with that problem that characterizes you as a person. You all are going to go through problems. There's not going to be one person in this world that's going to have a situation that they're not going to be faced with a problem. Adults, you all know this. And so you go through life and you have those problems, but you have a choice. Either am I going to fight through these problems to become a better person, or am I going to let that problem take me under? I know you are going to persevere. You make a difference. And you will continue to make a difference regardless of your post-secondary choices. You have a skill that you can take into this world. You have something under your belt right now that you can take into this world and, like I said, have a leg up on this society. That is huge. So go out there, do what you do, be who you are. And I'm going to leave you with this, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Get to know you. I say this in every speech that I say, and I mean it. Get to know you. Well, Mr. Mumford, what does that mean? Look inside. Look in the mirror. Do you know what you are? Do you know who you are? Do you know what you like? Because if you get to know you, life is going to be so much easier. It's going to be so much better for you because you know what you're going to tolerate and you know what you're not going to tolerate. So get to know you. Don't allow someone else to control your narrative because what you do matters. Don't have somebody in the ear telling you, you should go do that or you should go do that. And if that's not your dream, if that's not what you love, then you do what you love. You do what your dream is. Because if you do what you love, I guarantee you, you will never feel like you've worked a day in your life. And that right there is priceless. Congratulations, and have a good night. Make us proud, guys. Make us proud.